What challenges do you face as Mecom publisher in your operations in Poland and Norway?
Well, I think there are some distinctions between Poland and Norway. In Poland, looking at Media Regionalne, it is obviously very much about how to expand and create growth in the business. Media Regionalne is in a very interesting position as strong local and regional titles. But still, the scale of the business is something we need to work with. We need to see expansion. I would hope that we are able to expand and acquire new businesses in Poland to strengthen Media Regionalne. But it is also very much about developing new products, which I think has been very successful in Media Regionalne over the last few years, especially the online business, but also expanding in traditional print media. But all in all, the challenge for Media Regionalne is about expanding the business. In Norway, it is slightly different, I believe. We have a very strong position in our defined local markets in Norway. So in Norway, to some extent, it's about consolidation to participate in the restructuring of the Norwegian newsprint market, but of course also about online development. I don't see print potential in Norway as I see in Poland. But Norway is very much about online development, which has been, I would say, hugely successful, especially over the last 12 months in Edda Media, like it has been in Media Regionalne for several years, actually.
Is it the reason why you launched the special 50/50 project in Norway? Could you tell what is this project about?
Well, basically it's about drastically increasing speed in transformation in Norway. Edda Media was among the leading media companies in Europe in terms of online development, but still we think the speed was too slow. So we needed to increase the targets, to raise the targets and increase the speed in change. So we had the idea that we needed to dedicate much more of the resources to online and accept that we needed to downscale resources to print.
So did you hire any new people to your media houses in your local operations?
No, on the contrary, Edda Media, like all media businesses these days, had to, in general, cut costs and reduce staff. But at the same time, we needed to spend more resources online. So in principle, we now try to allocate 50% of our resources to online and 50% to print.
Does it mean that these 50% guys who are dedicated online are not able to produce print anymore?
No, this is not about the individual journalist or the individual salesperson. Everyone is working both with print and online. But at the same time now, everyone has to dedicate much more of their attention to online than they used to previously.
Okay, so I'm as a single employee should spend 50% of my daytime for print and 50% for online. Does it work like this?
Yeah, well, that's a simplification because you still have some variation where some are mainly dedicated to print, some are mainly dedicated to online. But as a principle and overall approach, that is our idea, and we have some pilots in Norway, and they have completely restructured the whole organization, and people had to apply for jobs in the new structure. And this structure was built so that 50% of the resources in principle should be focused online and 50%.
What the staff said, did they agree or resist when you claimed this change?
Well, I believe everyone embraced the idea that we needed to speed up transformation and we needed to spend more resources online, but individually to change is not very popular. Of course this was disputed and not popular among everyone, but in total people understood that this was something we need to do. So in general it has a great support, I would say.
And what about results in terms of traffic and revenues in Norway?
Yeah, this is, I think, quite amazing. Our pilots, they see an enormous growth in traffic and an absolutely tremendous growth in advertising revenues. Fredrikstad Blad, for instance, in terms of local online revenues, is almost tripled in 1 year, which is, I think, absolutely amazing. So we are extremely pleased to see this, and Fredrikstad Blad now has more than 20% of their local revenues from online, and this percentage is growing month by month. So it's a very exciting development, and this idea is spreading now to all newspapers in Norway, in Edda Media. So we see on group level also a very strong growth from already a quite high level.